Bill, we're off on a training course today. How do you feel about it?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you've been on training courses before. I've been on training courses. I don't think we've ever been on a training course together, have we?
I'm feeling a little bit apprehensive.
Why?
Because it's so new.
Yeah, I know, but we've always said, like, you know, if you want to get good at something, you go for training, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, they don't just give out things. You've got to learn how to do them, and that's what we're doing.
And we are learning from the best, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, and it's local, only in Warwick. Both off today. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it.
Who's that?
Oh, hello, it's Bill and Louise for our pensioners training session.
Your pensioners training. I think you've come to
I'm
the
sorry,
shore.
mate, sorry.
It's
I was
been
just
cancelled.
applying my hemorrhoid cream.
Hello and welcome to Pensioners Are Us.
With Bill and Lou.
Pensioners Are Us. This is great, isn't it? This is episode number 1.
Yes, we've actually got round to making one after doing 3 trailers.
Yeah, well, we have been busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't got an excuse now, Bill. We're pensioners.
No, I know. But that trailer we put on at the beginning of this podcast.
Yeah.
With we went to our teachers, didn't we?
We did. The famous Paul and Glen Elliot
Yeah.
gave us a lesson on how to become pensioners.
Yes, I wouldn't have thought Glenn was a pensioner.
I know. I don't know what her secret is.
No, absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we went out, and where did we go again?
We went to Baddesley Clinton and Packwood House.
Yeah, which are National Trust properties.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What do you reckon then?
I loved it. And we learned quite a lot from them.
Yeah, I know what the biggest take I learnt. What
Okay.
about you?
For me, the biggest take was take your own sandwiches
Take your own sandwiches.
because the cafe is very expensive.
Yeah, well, I looked into this, right? The cost of joining the National Trust is £168
For one person.
for a couple.
Oh, okay.
Which is a coincidence because that's how much my round costed in the cafe.
Yeah.
Four coffees, 4 cakes, or whatever we had.
Yeah,
And quite a lot. So, yeah, Paul's advice.
Take your
a
own
picnic.
sandwiches. Yeah.
But, it was
And what
our
else?
first
What
time.
was your take from it?
Paul said, because I nearly made a mistake. Because as soon as I got out of the car, an old person was there, right? Who's
Yeah.
probably younger than me. And I went to talk to them.
You talk to everybody
I know,
wherever we
but
go. You
Paul
talk to
said,
people.
"Don't do it, Bill. Don't do it." And it was like,
You'd already made eye contact. That was it. You were in conversation then.
I was close. It was close.
You can't help yourself, Bill.
Yeah, he said, never talk to anybody in the National Trust property because you'll be there for ages, won't you?
Yeah. Well, you live and learn.
Yeah, that's why people were avoiding me on the way round. I'd go, and then that were it. They were gone.
Is that the first time you've been to a National Trust
I
property?
have, yeah, and I thought it was just a wonderful experience. Bit weird, but because everywhere was quite old, which I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
can you have they not got any new places?
No.
No. Okay, and it was like quite run down. I thought places because it was like something like the 12th or 13th century.
Well, they didn't have double glazing. No underfloor heating.
No, and everywhere you looked, they had carpets on the wall.
Tapestries, Bill. They're called tapestries.
It was a bit weird.
Oh, no, they were beautiful.
Oh, it's great.
And well-maintained gardens. I mean,
I didn't realise we had to go in the garden, so I didn't have like proper footwear on.
yeah,
You know?
we've got to learn about the attire people wear when they go to these places.
No. I mean, flip flops usually are fine, aren't they? Yeah, the look. And I went in and I wore like a rucksack, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I thought nothing in it. But I thought
Looks the part.
Yeah, I looked online and saw other people. I
You
thought,
did have your sandwich in there
well, a sandwich,
Yeah.
which was a bit.
and a packet of crisps. And your flask.
I didn't know there was. Yeah, I knew there was a flask, but I didn't know there was any crisps in there. What happened to them?
I ate them.
Oh, okay. But anyway, so I'm walking around, right, with my rucksack on.
Yeah.
And then this lady come in. Excuse me, could you take your rucksack off, please? Put it on the front. So I've got the rucksack on the front, so it looked like a parachutist from Normandy landing. Yeah. And then I'm walking around. I did more damage walking around with the front.
I know. They don't realise how clumsy you are. Yes. I got told off for touching the furniture.
I thought you meant the people then. Right.
No,
Okay.
stop doing that. No, that was
Did you
past.
touch the old?
I was touching the wood, said, "Oh, I love this furniture," and the lady said, "Excuse me, please don't touch." Now, so you live and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got told off.
Yeah, and I was frowned upon because I said, like, how much is this then? You know what I mean? Talking about one of the paintings.
Etiquette, Bill, etiquette.
No, they didn't like putting a price on it or anything like that. But I thought they were just friendly because these people, they're there all day. Yeah.
They must get bored. They just want to say things.
No,
and
they were
talk
guides. They're supposed to be there all day.
Yeah,
When I went round, I thought, well, they'd been here since like 8 o'clock this morning. And I thought, well, you're supposed to walk around, mate. Don't just stay in the one room. But and I made the mistake of saying, "Oh, yeah, nice gaff you got here. Like, you're part of the family or something."
They didn't have a sense of humour, did
No
they?
humour at all. No. And no.
They take their job very serious, though, Bill. They probably studied history, probably got a diploma in
History.
Packwood House or whatever it was called.
No, they were nice people. I'm not criticising them at all. But when I said to them, I kept asking them questions like I do. Who did your wall paneling? Because we was thinking of having some wall paneling. I thought, but they'd be long dead apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the carpets.
And I've got to ask whether, when I go to an old house, has it got a ghost?
Always.
Why do people look at me going out when I ask that question?
know, but
That's all I want to know. Is it haunted?
Yeah, and apparently no. The answer was no.
Apparently somebody saw a grey lady once in the library.
No, but that was the person who I was trying to talk to at the beginning.
That might have been a ghost.
In the car park.
Might have been a ghost.
Oh my goodness me! I never thought about that. So the ghost was actually in the car park.
Okay.
But was that your first time you ever been?
Well, actually, the first time I went into a National Trust property was a few years ago. A couple of friends said, "Oh, do you fancy meeting up for tea and cake at
that's nice.
Shalkett Manor,
Very
Shalkett
nice.
House, just outside Warwick." Said, "Oh, we'll meet up in the car park." So I met them in the car park at 2:00. Then when we went in, they got in with their National Trust cards. And I didn't have one. I had to pay £10 to go into the cafe.
£10.
To have a coffee and a cake. That was an expensive cup of coffee and cake.
Flipping.
And
No
I
wonder
thought,
they've got these big
they
houses.
looked at me, "Haven't you got a National Trust card?" I was like, "No."
That's why they've got the big houses, because they can afford it. But
Yeah.
And who owns the house?
The National Trust.
No, but they didn't build it, did they? So who owns? Do the people who
Mr.
actually?
and Mrs. Shalkett.
Yeah. Do they
I
ever
don't
come
know.
back?
I
Do
don't
they
know.
ever pay to get in? Do they have to pay to get in? All these questions, you know what I mean? No. Oh, that's the phone.
Oh, who could that be?
This is our new segment for Pensioners Are Us Helpline. Pensioners Are Us Helpline, how can I help you?
My parents are both retired and they've started this really embarrassing podcast. And I was just wondering if you have any advice for me on how to talk to them, because they're just so embarrassing. So yeah, what do you think?
Podcasting is a good idea. I can't see what the problem is. myself.
I don't know. Just can't make everyone happy.
No, but there you go.
Yeah.
And so every time, if you have got a problem, dear listener, and if you haven't got a problem and you want help with us, either ring in or text, and we'll try and help out, won't we?
Yes.
Oh, a text!
Oh, we got a text.
Oh, hang on.
We got a text.
Yeah, hang on a second. Just put my glasses on.
Bear with.
Hi there, Pensioners Are Us. Great show.
Pensioners.
That was quick, wasn't it? Great show. Can you please help? When I became retired, I thought I would be sat on a beach with a cocktail. Yeah, I know what you like, yeah. And instead, I'm sat in a traffic jam on the A46 looking at HS2 being built.
Oh.
What has my life come to? Will it get any better than
Who's
this?
that from?
It's anonymous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really difficult one, isn't
It's
it?
a good question.
Well, what I would say to that person is, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
I love that.
That wasn't for me, that was Wayne Dyer. But I would say, don't think about HS2 as that monstrosity that cuts through the beautiful English countryside. Don't think about HS2 as, you know, they've cut all the woodland down, all the ancient trees are gone.
Yeah.
You know, all that natural habitat that has been destroyed. Don't think about the millions of
think about
pounds
that.
that have been spent. What you've got to do is think about, you can get to London 10 minutes faster. So that's my advice
Talk about
to this
putting
person.
a spin on something.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a podcast about HS2 because I'm not a fan. Okay.
I don't know anybody that is a fan.
No.
No.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. So you are now a pensioner,
I've been a pensioner for just over a week.
and have you been enjoying it?
I have, although every day I've filled up so far. I haven't actually had a day where I've done nothing. I'm really looking forward to that day when I wake up and think, I haven't got to do anything today. That hasn't
Right.
happened yet.
No,
But you've been a pensioner for over a year, so how are you enjoying
Yeah, I'm
it?
waiting for a day that you don't ask me to fill up my day. Yeah, I've got about 14 books to read and I haven't read any of them yet.
Yeah,
But I'm really, really enjoying being a pensioner. And I have to say, a week in, yeah?
Yeah, quite new to all of this.
Yeah, and I have now slept with a pensioner.
Cut!
I never thought I'd ever say that. Oh, hang on.
Cut!
I thought that went all right. Did you? That was our first podcast. That was
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
You know, I was only joking about the sleeping with a pensioner. No,
Yeah.